So I'm here with some more participants. So state your names and where you're from.
I'm Claus and I'm from Denmark.
And my name is Bjarke and I'm from Denmark and live in Sweden.
So what made you decide to come to this Knutepunkt?
This is my 18th Knutepunkt. So I think for me the question was, what would make me decide not to come? And the answer there isn't a reason. So I'm here.
This is like Christmas and I'm only on 14.
See?
Yeah.
So you have to reason.
I have to reason still. Yeah. No. This is the single most important Larp event of the year, every year. So.
What did you look forward to most before coming to this specific Knutepunkt?
Before this specific Knutepunkt, one of the things I really looked forward to were some of the keynotes. I'd had some rumors along the grapevine that some of them would be about community and communication and how we build things together. And that is something that is supremely interesting to me, both personally but also as a community builder. So far I have not been disappointed.
To me it's been the program in general, because as it's been the last couple of times in Norway, the program is absolutely stellar. So the quality is always super high here, so I know that it's going to deliver and we're going to learn new stuff. So the program in general, yeah.
So what has been best so far this Knutepunkt?
So here I'm going to let Bjarke answer first and then come up with a more elaborate version of his answer that doesn't make me seem like a douchebag who doesn't say anything really. So Bjarke, over to you.
I've seen a couple of the retrospectives, which has been really neat, where a designer goes through all of their work from start to finish and talk about what they've learned and what good stuff to learn from that, and that's been really good. So that's been my two favorite talks.
Eleanor Saita's keynote talk about community building and about communication and about especially a concept called the invisible city I wasn't aware of, and something she described as we've spent so many years living in small communities and people had to learn how to live together in cities, in real urbanization. And now we're all part of the invisible city that is online and we don't know how to live in it. So we're all walking around with, let's say, communication skills that are evolved for a different time than we actually live in, and that causes absurd amounts of conflict and problems. And we're still learning. That to me was an eye-opener, like, wow.
And for someone who's a Larper who has not been to Knutepunkt, why should they come here?
I remember my first Knutepunkt and I heard a lot of great program. I got angry over some theories and then I had to explain why I got angry over these things. I evolved immensely at my first Knutepunkt and everyone since then as well. So it's a place you should go and engage with that part of the Larp subculture or Larp tradition that you like, and also look at stuff that you may or may not know anything about, and you'll definitely go away with so much more knowledge on how we do Larp.
For me, one of the main reasons for going to something like this is that this is the prime hub for meeting people who do such crazy stuff that you wouldn't have imagined it hadn't you heard it. And even after you've heard it, you're thinking, what the fuck is going on here? Because we all come from different traditions, even though we have Nordic Larp as a commonality. And we all have different projects we're working on and different standards we follow and different ideas for what we're doing. So somebody will offhandedly say, oh, it's a small game in the central Russia, so it only has a couple of thousand players so far, and the rest of us will just drop our jaws. Or somebody will say, well, we let the players drive into the scene in a vehicle, in like a car, and then we blew it up afterwards while they were watching. Like, what is this my medium? I used to be an orc. Tell me more.
So final two-part question. What LARP event during this coming year should people go to, and what are your coming projects, if it's not what you're recommending?
So
you can do your own, Claus. I can do mine.
I can do yours, you can do mine.
No. I'm not gonna do it justice.
So I think that one thing that I'm looking forward to, because here I will both get to be a player and an organizer in some sense, is that we're doing a road trip LARP across the US where we're driving 4,000 kilometers across Route 66 with a fake rock band, playing real concerts at real venues. So real road trip, real adventure, fake stories. And that's going to be one crazy hell of a ride, and also my summer vacation.
Two things. One is in October, November, where we're doing a version of Shakespeare's Hamlet called Inside Hamlet at the real Castle Elsinore, for which the play was written. That's going to be massively fun. We've done it before, and it was a great success, and we're looking forward to do it again. And the second thing that I'm really looking forward to do is that we, together with White Wolf, the company that does Wall of Darkness, we're doing a big festival in Berlin in May with a lot of Larps, a lot of premiering tabletop scenarios and guests of honor and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's called World of Darkness Berlin, and it's going to be great.
And just so we have one shout out to something that we're not doing ourselves, if there's one LARP that I wanted to go to if I could find the time, it is the Jane Austen LARP, Fortune and Felicity. I played a Jane Austen inspired LARP in Norway 10 years ago. It was amazing. This is that just on a grand scale. It's like 150 players. There's a real village, high production value, blockbuster style. It is international. It's Nordic. It is awesome.
So thank you, and I hope you have a great Knutepunkt.
Thank you, Johannes.
Thank you.